Okay, there we go. Hello, my divine, blissful angels. How are you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Ashlina. If you are new here, welcome. This channel honestly has been such a journey and such a process for me. I've loved creating YouTube videos and I've always got inspired to do them, and then I somehow always let it fall off. I tend to go into my podcast or dive into Instagram or my blog, but I really love YouTube. I love the community here on YouTube. I love all of the other people that I watch on YouTube, and so I wanted to pour my heart back a little bit to video. So I'm actually going to light some Palo Santo. So this, I like to do it really before any ritual I do. So this channel, I really want to talk about spirituality, the law of attraction, positivity, the mind, all things of those nature, metaphysics, esoteric life, like all the really cool things. I love crystals. You'll see I've talked about on this channel before. I was an interior designer for years and did feng shui. And now I am in this space where I am divinely coaching and guiding women on their spiritual journeys and unleashing their soul purpose and unleashing their bliss and coming into that space of self-love. So that is my intention that I am setting for this channel for the future. So thank you for joining me. Thank you guys for being with me. If you are in the House of Bliss, which is my online membership community, I'm so happy you're here. And if you're not and you're new here, come join us in the House of Bliss. We get a lot deeper into these topics, but I'm always loving meeting new people and just diving into the space. So let's get into today's episode. So the reason I'm recording this episode, and we are going to talk about the 5 books that have changed my life, and I love picking them up again and again and reading them all the time. So I'm going to talk about them, but I want to tell you a little bit about why I'm doing this and why I even thought about creating this video for you. So first of all, it is October. It's October 2020. The election's right around the corner. There's just a lot going on, I feel, in the universe. So in the future, I'll probably do more videos about my spiritual awakening and what has led up to that and how I've really gotten into the law of attraction and how I am manifesting all the time. And I absolutely love it. And it's worked in my life in so many ways. I just can't even name them all. But most importantly, I want to tell you guys about what I've been feeling lately. And that is like this October, there's something about it, I don't know, it's just feeling very heavy to me. I'm a big like on open channeling, right? I pick up, I'm very empathic. I pick up a lot of what's going on around me. And I just feel like I've really sensed this darkness in the air, this like tense time. And there was something I just couldn't shake lately. And you know, the past week, 2 weeks-ish. And so the other day I was looking at my nightstand and I saw over there this stack of books. And on the top of the stack of books was this book, The Magic, which is one of the books I'm going to talk to you about today. And I just felt divinely guided to go pick it up. And it's a book all about gratitude, and I will get more into it, I guess. Now, this is one of the books, one of the top 5 books that has changed my life. And I was divinely guided to pick it up. My intuition just said, go look at it, pick it up. And I opened it up to a specific page, and I was reminded, because I've already read it before, but I was reminded that it's all about gratitude and diving in deeper into gratitude. And I looked at one of the exercises and I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I need. And so a couple things stood out to me. One, isn't it always amazing when you take action from divine inspiration and you're always open and guided to whatever the universe brings to you? There is always truly magic inside of listening to the universe. And I just had so many realizations in that moment that we are being led all the time, and even in darkness, the light will shine and the light will come out. So this particular stack of books that I have here, I got to thinking about making this post and talking about books that you can read again and again and again, and books that you can keep on your nightstand, books that you can keep with you that will help you just kind of get back to your center, help you connect to your higher self, really be inspired, get your mindset right. And this is just kind of like an overall grouping of my favorites with my favorite topics. They're all pretty much law of attraction focused and some component of spirituality. So I'll start with the magic. And the magic's really great because the magic is a 28-day journey into gratitude. And I'm actually only on day 6. Day 5 is today, and basically it's all about money, which is so fun and exciting. And I love the activity that you do for day 5. But it is one of my favorite law of attraction books. And I love The Secret too. If you've not seen The Secret, I think you can actually watch it here on YouTube. So you can go watch it there or grab the book. It's really good. But the magic really is almost like this magical 28-day dive into gratitude practices. And every day has a little activity and a little something different you can do. So it makes it fun to wake up in the morning and have a ritual, have an intention, have something that you can do for the day to keep you centered, to keep you aligned, to keep you focused. Because no matter like what happens in life and however we go through life, things are not always perfect, right? Sometimes we're in a very high vibe and sometimes we're kind of in a low vibe. And so it's always about getting back to center and raising your vibration and tapping into your bliss. Now, on the vibration scale, bliss is the highest emotion, the highest frequency and energy. So that is always where I'm encouraging my readers and you guys to go and to find whatever makes you feel blissful. Reading is one of those things for me, reading books and diving into the content. And it's almost sometimes I'll read a couple pages and then not even know what I just read, but I just feel so good because it like sparks that in me. So the magic is one of those books. And I'm actually in the middle of it. Like I said, I'm on day 6. And so far, I mean, since the day I started, literally I've been watching blessings come in every area, whether it's been in my relationship or several relationships or in situations with business or just lucking out on things. In the past 6 days, it's just been amazing how my energy has really tapped to a new level. Things have just been really going well and I've had lucky occurrences. It's just so exciting. So I am a big believer in this book. I think it is great to keep on your nightstand and go through the 28-day journey. If you want to do the book club with me and with my community, there's just a little over 80 women in the House of Bliss. I will put the link to that below and you can come book club and join us. It's so much fun. Okay, the second book, and this one is a little less law of attraction-y. It is more mindset, but I believe that whatever you think about in your mind is what you're creating and manifesting in your life, right? So the mind is so important. And this book is How Successful People Think by John C. Maxwell. And honestly, it's so small. It's like a teeny book. Let me show you the difference between the magic and this book. So it's much smaller, can actually fit in your purse. You can carry it around with you everywhere. I absolutely love this book. Let me just open up to a page and tell you, okay, it says how to embrace the lessons of reflective thinking. And then it gives you tips like 1, set aside time for reflection. 2, remove yourself from distractions. And there's just a lot of bullet points, right? It's one of those books that's really good because it's broken down. And of course, I'm always like highlighting things that I love, but it's really broken down into specific topics. And then it gives you bullet points for everything. So it's just really organized well. And I think for the mind, that's really helpful because we always want our mind to take in information that just feels organized and concise. And so it's a really good book to just kind of keep around you. And what I like to do, again, is like highlight or underline things the first time I read it so that when I'm in a funky trap, right, or in like a mindset rut or just like not thinking the best, I'm just not at my best, whatever, I can go open it up and find something that I've highlighted or something that I've underlined and just reframe it for myself, like rearrange my mind to go back to that way of thinking. So something like this is a book that it's going to help you in your business. It's going to help you have success in life. It's just going to help you keep yourself with your mindset as your priority and your mindset really organized and thinking well. So I love, love, love this book. He actually, John C. Maxwell, is a fantastic author. At the bottom of this, it says, change your thinking, change your life. It's just one of those you have to have. Like, truly keep it in your purse, especially if you are a boss babe or you have a business, or what I believe 2020 is the year of the side hustle becoming the main thing. So this would be a really good book for you to keep around you, especially if you're trying to accomplish something. Okay. A Happy Pocket Full of Money. This is book number 3, and honestly, probably one of my favorite books in this stack. Also, this one, I have a bunch of pages highlighted and my favorite quotes. This one is another one, and this is why I love some of these books, because they are ones that you can go read once and you can read again and again and again, and you can keep on your nightstand and just kind of open to a page and see where you're led. I always like to ask for divine guidance and kind of take a moment in meditation or just a mindful moment and say, God, what do you have to say to me today? And just kind of like flip open and see what comes up. Ooh, so funny, I actually have a check in this book for $1,000 that I totally forgot about. Oh my gosh. And oh my God, the book is actually called A Happy Pocket Full of Money. It is by David Cameron Gikandi. And what's so crazy is it says infinite wealth and abundance in the here and now. It is a book about money mindset. It's a book that will literally change your vibe with money. And I feel like in the last couple of years, a lot of people have been talking about money mindset, talking about rearranging the frequency and vibration of your money or your relationship with money, and that's how you will pull in money. And I can just tell you, this year, 2020, has been my most lucrative year yet. I have made more money in my side hustle, like from my side business, than I have ever in anything. And it has just transformed my life. So I will tell you, this book, speaking from first-hand experience, was a really good launching pad for me to get into my next level of income, just next level of just thriving with money and new relationship with money. It's incredible. Okay, this book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Dr. Joe Dispenza is truly one of my favorite thought leaders in terms of the mind and metaphysics and law of attraction and just all the spiritual laws. And this one says how to lose your mind and create a new one. And it basically, it's really good. He tells the story actually of his daughter. There was one story in there, he's talking about his daughter, and she asked him, like, Dad, I really want to go to Italy for the summer. She was like off for college. And he said to her, he's like, you're my daughter, okay? If you can't manifest, like, you should be able to manifest, if anybody, right? So he kind of coaches her and guides her to start thinking differently, start thinking not in the way that she normally thought about things, but to start visualizing and imagining herself getting the opportunity to go to Italy. And she did. She manifested it for herself by some things she thought and some changes that she made in her life, some habits. I think she went to go take Italian lessons from like a language instructor. And then that particular class, there was a kid and she got the opportunity to nanny him. And that summer they were taking a family trip to Europe. They were going to Italy and she got to go as the nanny. And it was fully paid for and she had an amazing time and it just worked out perfectly. And there are so many stories in this book that really kind of show you and lead the path towards manifesting your dream life and really changing the way that you think so you can change your relationship with your life, the way that you create your life, and life doesn't just happen to you. So this is one of my favorite books I've ever read. It's actually a good thick book, but it is so good you will not be able to put it down. And I actually keep it on my nightstand too. It is not one of those that you can just open it up to a line, but this is a good one to open up to a chapter, or I like to reread it from the beginning. So this one is really good. This was a huge one for me. I would say these two were big in terms, they're great places to start. I may kind of start with one of these two. So that one's a really good one. And the fifth one I love very personally because it is actually my book, The Blissful Living Journal. And I wrote this book when I was pregnant, and I actually was going through my spiritual awakening. I was going through my dark night of the soul. I was really confused and not knowing what was going to happen, becoming a mom, and just in my relationship, my boyfriend and I were still together and we love each other, but it was so soon in our relationship that we got pregnant. So it was just startling for me, and everything for me was shifting, right? I was an interior designer. I was really on top of my game, and I just like fell in love and quickly became a mom, and it transformed my life so quickly that I feel like I couldn't help but just take a deep dive into my spiritual side. And that deep dive and that transformation that I went through, I actually created a book about it. And it was not only a book about it, but it was the things that I learned, the realizations that I had, a lot of the emotional healing. And in this book, I kind of share what you call bliss boosters, or what I call bliss boosters. And they're different habits that you can begin to put into place into your life to help support you on your spiritual journey, support you in your self-love. And in the beginning of it, it's actually a 30-day book with different journal prompts. So it has space for you to write things. There's actually space for a vision board on here. Then in the back, I kind of go into tools and helpful things that I used during my spiritual journey, and just really up leveling and connecting to my soul. And I started to manifest really quickly and create a lot of things, and I had to uncover a lot of limiting beliefs. This book is the book if you are ready to take a deep dive into your soul, really kind of unleash your purpose, get to know yourself. A lot of times I feel like self-love is always the start, right? It's finding our self-worth, finding the way that we can value ourselves and put ourselves first, and really just starting to understand how to walk a different path than we had previously before. I, grew up Catholic and then became a Christian for most of my life. And it wasn't until at this time when I had my true spiritual awakening that I feel like I truly understood God and my soul in the sense of life, and got back my power and got my self-love and got my self-worth. And this book helped me get there, and this book will show you how to do that. And what I love about this book is I have a couple because it's my book, but I pick it up whenever I need a 30-day journey, whenever I need to just kind of like reconnect with myself, maybe figure out what direction I want to go. If I'm feeling like a little uncertain or unclear, this is always the book that helps me return to my bliss. So I highly, highly recommend it, especially from personal experience. It's just what helped me get to my spiritual awakening and get through it and get past it and really get to a good place. So the Blissful Living Journal. So that is it. This is my stack of books I keep by my bedside, and I honestly highly recommend that you do too. You can keep it in your drawer. I mean, it's not too many books, although I have a ton of books, so I'm not the person to don't let me be your bad habit, but I love a good book. And in feng shui, they tell you that the books that you have in your home determine the future of your life. They determine where you're going in life. So a long time ago, I decided to get rid of books about debt and about weight loss and about anything that I did not vibe with or resonate with. And each one of these books is about elevating to your next level. It's about law of attraction and creating a better life for yourself and being at the top of your game and owning your worth and creating a lot of money and loving yourself, loving your soul, loving your mind, and gratitude, right? The magic is all about gratitude, and then all about having success in your life. So these books are good feng shui. You can have them in your home to help you really elevate to your next level. I hope that you guys enjoyed these and enjoy this video. And honestly, let me know in the comments below if you have read any of these or if you love them, or any other book recommendations that you might have for me. Because at the end of the day, I think my big message that I want to share in every one of these videos is that following your bliss is the key to your dream life. It's like the way that you manifest things. It's just really uncovering that. And these books will really help you reconnect with that sense or connect with that sense for the first time. So I'm hoping you guys like this video. Let me know in the comments if this is the kind of video that you like. I am trying to figure out my YouTube channel and how I want to use it, or even if I should be doing videos on YouTube. I'm really still in the discovery process and figuring out if this is a place for me or not. So I would appreciate any and all feedback. Until next time, I am sending you lots of love. Please subscribe to my channel. Subscribers let me know that there are people watching me, and feedback and comments is always welcome too. If you want to connect with me and you're looking for another way, you can head over to my blog, ashleynicoposta.com. Come hang out with me in the House of Bliss. I will put all the links below. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day and a blissful weekend. And until I see you next time, stay blissful.